Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, August 1st, 2012. Start of a new month here. Let's get right into the charts. There's a lot going on today. First, we'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. The futures are trading higher by about 4 points at the moment to right around the 1378.50 level. Decent little uptick for the futures to start the day. Today is the day that the highly anticipated Bernank will make his interest rate policy statement. Obviously, everybody expects interest rates, the Fed funds rate that is, to stay at 0%. However, all eyes are waiting on a QE3 statement. Will there be something from QE3? Right now, the consensus is for the Fed to keep the Fed funds rate at 0% till 2015. Originally, it was 2013, then 2014. Maybe he'll push this one out to 2015. And we'll see how the market reacts off of that. I don't think it's a big deal. We'll see how everything plays out. You never know what can come out of the central bankers. They're the ones that are moving the markets these days. So once again, futures are trading higher by about 3.5 to 4 points, and we'll see how it all plays out. The U.S. dollar index is doing pretty well this morning. It's up about 6 cents on the session. But once again, this isn't going to really matter today until after Ben Bernanke speaks and people get a real good glimpse of what he's looking at and what he's thinking going forward. Right now, the market is just begging for quantitative easing, another stimulus program. In essence, more free money thrown at the market. Everybody loves when there's just bailout money and money creation, and that's just creates inflation across the board. So that's what we're looking at this morning. We'll see if that happens. Now, a few minutes ago, there was the ADP job report released. Basically, what it said was that the United States private sector created 163,000 jobs in the month of July versus 108,000 jobs in the month of June. We'll see if it's true or not. The market really doesn't seem to be caring too much about the ADP job report. This Friday, we'll have the U.S. Labor Department job report with the non-farm payroll report, and that's the more important number, the one that the market reacts a little bit more to. So we'll see how that plays out. But again, I wouldn't make much out of this private sector ADP job report, at least not at the moment. It looks like a non-event, if you ask me. Alrighty, let's get into gold and get into oil. Let's see what's happening there. Gold is up a little bit today, about 1 point to 16.16 an ounce. Decent little push, considering that the dollar is up a little bit. So again, gold is basically just up a touch. We'll see how gold reacts after the Fed announcement. Now, real quickly, if the Fed does say they are going to do a QE, buy gold. That's it. Gold should go up, and gold should get a big inflationary bid. However, if they don't say it, gold should start to move back down. I think gold is the Fed's worst enemy because it tells you how much inflation and deflation are in the market. Right now, gold is just holding steady today, not doing a lot, just trickling up 1 point, and we'll just see how it plays out. Take a look at the GLD right now. You'll see that the GLD is trading a little bit lower, down to basically 156 on the session. Closed at 156.49. So a little dip there in the GLD. That is not quite the same as spot gold, but because it trades longer in the session, trades till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where spot gold closes at 130 with the COMEX. So again, GLD trading down a little bit. We'll see how that plays out a little bit later. Let's take a look at oil. Oil is trading higher by 55 cents. That comes even as the dollar is a little bit on the positive side. Again, oil is trading at 88.60 per barrel on light sweet crude. And let's take a look at the USO this morning. USO is trading up a little bit, closed at 32.68, trading at 32.02. So again, it's going to be all about the dollar later. If the dollar sells off after the Fed announcement, expect oil to get a bid. If the dollar rallies, expect oil to sell off. The same goes for gold, okay? So keep that on watch, and it's going to be a very, very big announcement here by the Federal Reserve, as all eyes are waiting for some type of quantitative easing. Now, there are some stocks out there. Let's talk about DRIV. Let's see what that one is doing. It's gapping down. This is a big, big gap down. Looks like a strong gap down as well. Give me a moment here. I just got to figure out where this thing could head to. Let's just see here in 1 second. Okay, this is a big gap down. I'd be real careful with this name right now. It's trading at 1440. There is nothing I would do until 1380. 1380, traders can look at it there for potential little bounce, but it's a strong gap down. I think it has a real legitimate shot at getting there. The next big level that I'm seeing for this stock is going to be really around $9. So watch the 1380 level. After that, you got to let it go lower. But this is a sizable gap down and is breaking a lot of support levels here. 1380 is going to be some support, but this is a strong gap down. You got to be real careful with this stock. This stock looks like it does want to go lower. Let's take a look at Avon Products. AVP is the ticker. Stock is also trading down, closed at 1549. It's in a confirmed downtrend. 15 is the last line of defense. I don't even like it. It's already tapped that level several times. I'd leave this thing alone. This stock looks like it may want to become a $12 stock. May not happen today, but in due time it could get down there. You really want to be careful with Avon Products. If it does start to rally, there's good resistance around $17.30. I'm not sure that we'll see that though. But in any case, this is another weak name today, and if the market starts to sell off, this stock could easily test 12 bucks in the coming days. Let's take a look at Garmin. GRMN, everybody's favorite navigation system. Right now, Garmin is trading higher, trading around $40.70. That's a nice little pop. There's a lot of resistance right here, though. Here's the levels on Garmin: 41.37, 43.15, 44.93. Your better levels are going to be the 43.15 and the 44.93 as resistance. The 41.37 was breached already this morning on the gap up, and now we've come back in, so that level's been already penetrated. It may not be as strong, but 41.37 will still be some resistance, so you'd have to watch there. At 43.15, though, this is a fade candidate. 44.93 also a fade candidate. Like I said, it could be a fade candidate at 41.37, but you got to see how price comes into it. That's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's take a look at NICE. This is Nice Systems. Stock is getting roasted this morning, trading down as low as 31 bucks. This is a pretty good fall. This is a tricky one here as well. There are a few different levels on this one. Let me pull them up. Okay, first support that I'm seeing for this stock is going to be around the 32.10 level. You're going to have some support there, more support around 31 bucks. That looks like what got tested now. I think after that you could watch for a little bit of support around 30.50 and then 28.10. So those are the levels with this. This one can be tricky as well. Again, 31, 30.50, 28.10, all some short-term support levels. This is also a strong gap down, so be very careful with this one. This is coming from a high of $36. You never want to see that, especially when it's such a big point move down. But in any case, we'll see how it reacts after the opening bell. 31 was defended in the pre-market. That level still looks pretty good. 30.50 is another short-term support level. And then you're going to look at 28.10 and then all the way down to 27.19. So be careful with this one. It is a strong gap down. Let's take a look at True Religion, TRLG. This is a high-end jean maker. They make women's apparel, I believe. Maybe men's apparel also. I'm not really sure. I don't own any of the clothes. But one thing I will say, it's getting clipped pretty sharply today. Next level you want to look for is going to be really $20 and then all the way down to $17.33. Okay, so really nothing to do. There's a little bit of support here at 22. We'll see if that can get defended. But after this, it's 20 bucks and then it's 17.33. That's not a pretty picture. True Religion selling off pretty sharply. But watch those levels. $20 may give you a little bit of a bounce. And then after that, you're going to look at 17.33. There could be some support at 19.30, but I'm a little uncertain about that level. So we'll see how it plays out. But that's about it going forward right now from what I see on the gaps. Again, the market for the most part will be very quiet until the Fed announcement at 2:30. This is going to be a big announcement. It's going to be a market moving event. Expect fireworks when this announcement comes out. Once again, we'll see how the market plays out. But if there is a quantitative easing, or if there is some real big indication that it's going to happen, watch gold. Gold could get a bid. Other than that, gold could sell off if there is no indication there. So that's how you play it. That's what you watch for. And we'll see what happens at 2:15 this afternoon. With that said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts a little bit later. Take care, everyone.